I don't think the air conditioner is on in the
Go
garage.
ahead and mute you all. There we go. Everybody should be muted. And we're going to give it a few minutes before we get started. I feel like it's been forever since I haven't seen you guys. So I always wait about 3 to 4 minutes once we get started. So we'll give it another 3 minutes. What's Mary, are you talking?
Oh, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
I'll mute you. Don't worry.
Thanks. Hi.
Hi. Okay. I'm still letting people in. Mike just got home, so you'll hear the dogs barking before we even get started, which will be great. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get started. First, welcome everyone to Shredd'n for the Holidays 2023. Before we even get started, I just want to let you guys know that I have short of breath, I'm coughing, and I have a fractured rib. So if I cough and I look like I'm in pain, it's because I am in a lot of pain. I'm actually going back to the doctor tomorrow morning to see if they can give me anything else. So I'm kind of expressionless, but we're doing this. So if I cough or anything, just ignore me and we'll just keep moving on. Okay, so it is our first meeting of our Shredd'n Into the Holidays 2023. I always like to start off with, like letting you guys know that this is a lifestyle change. This is not going to happen overnight. You are not going to catch it immediately. It's going to take a couple of weeks. Some of you are catching immediately and you're already getting shout outs, which is amazing. But don't compare yourself to others. You are on your own journey. So when you start hitting your nutrition goals, you will start getting shout outs because I'm getting messages saying, why aren't I getting them? And how are they getting them? And I talked about it in the welcome meeting the other day. So I just want to let you guys know that you're on this journey for you. Don't worry about anyone else that is in here. Even if you're doing it with a friend or a parent or any of those things. This is your journey. I do want to talk about, a lot of people are not on MyFitnessPal anymore, but the ones that are on MyFitnessPal, I can still see all your numbers. I cannot see the food you're eating right now. So if I reach out to you and say, hey, I see your numbers, like I reached out to Kathy and I said, I see that you're having 6 ounces of chocolate milk. Can you bump it up to 10 ounces of chocolate milk? I can see that because she added me to her MyFitnessPal app at this point. They're trying to figure out what's going on with MyFitnessPal. But with Karen, I could see her numbers and I saw she was short protein. So I said, what's the plan for dinner? And she just told me, and we tweaked it and we bumped up a little bit of our protein and she was able to hit her numbers. So if you're on an app or you're doing Fitbit, I could see everything perfectly fine. But MyFitnessPal put out a message saying that they are working on it. So usually about 24 to 48 hours. So then we should, once they know, which now they know, they put out the notice late last night. So now they're working on it. So that's a plus. Even if you're new or you've been with the Shred Tribe, message me to let me know to look at your macros if you're having trouble hitting your numbers. Don't just say, oh, I'll eventually it'll work itself out or I'll get there. That's why I'm here. I'm here to help you reach your numbers, right? And that's the most important thing. Use me, use me, use me. Do not be afraid to message me. I might not message you back right away, but you will get a response from me. I just want to grab my pen so I can mark off the stuff on my list. Okay. We have a workout of the day group. So a lot of times you guys don't see my messages or my posts. It's a calendar and it says day 1, 2, 3, all the way up for the whole month. And every day there's like a quick workout of the day. It could be like a 30-second plank, 5 squats, 5 push-ups. And every day it's different. I'm sure you guys have seen these before. So there's a group that you don't see, and it's called the October Challenge. If you want to be in that workout of the day challenge, message me so I add you to that group. And then every day, once you do the workout of the day, you post a little pumpkin so we know you did it. A lot of times you'll see me post 4 or 5 at a time because I have to get caught up. I was doing it. I cannot do it anymore. I can't work out. I can't even demo at Orange Theory. I literally point at a screen. But I will catch up and you're going to see like 15 pumpkins in a row. So if you can't do all of them every day and you catch up, that's awesome. If you want to be in that, let me know. We also have a 30-day focus challenge. It just ended and I'm going to be starting it again on Monday coming up. So Monday the 16th, I think it is 10/16. Monday the 16th will be the focus challenge. I just want to give a shout out to the winners of the last one. The top 3. Did I put it in the motivational memes group? I think I did. I did. So it was Danielle, Lauren, and Dawn. So they were the top 3 with the most amount of points. And they're all going to receive something in the mail from me. Yay. So we're going to do it again. And Danielle is like killing it. She's lost like 22 pounds already, which is freaking amazing. Totally committed, which I love. So congratulations. I'm going to sneeze. So hold on 1 second. I'm trying not to because that hurts the worst, but I know it's coming. I'm going to try to hold it back. So we're going to do that again. I'm going to change the challenge a little bit because some people have the ability to work out 5 times a day and some people don't have that ability. So the new challenge is going to try to make it clear for everybody across the board. And I can't see it on my phone. Let me see if it'll let me. No, it won't let me see it on my phone. So it's going to be clear and cut. You hit your nutrition goal. You hit your habit goal, your habits. And I can't remember the other one. So, but whatever it is, it's going to be clear and cut across the board. You can't work out 4 times a day and get 110 points. It's just, that's not fair to people that can only get in their workout once. And that's all you have to do is once. But we all get caught up in challenges. I do it too. So I'm going to try to make it a little bit more fair. Also, if you want to do the 30-day challenge, we need 3 habits, not just 2. So I gave you 2. You're going to add 1 more. It could be reading. It could be washing your face at night. It could be something you don't do. Like people forget to brush their teeth at night. It's not a big deal. Let me know. I'll add it. People forget or get tired and they don't want to take their makeup off. They go to bed. Not a big deal. It could be anything. It could be moving the dog bowls where they need to be for the morning, emptying the dishwasher. I don't care what it is. It doesn't even have to be fitness related, but you need another goal. Only if you're doing the challenge. This way, everybody has 3, so it's fair across the board. The person that wins this next challenge is going to get Built Bar Puffs, not the bars, but the puffs, a box of 12. Second place is going to get a Shred Tribe protein bottle. And third place is going to get a sweat towel. If I don't remember, remind me. I see y'all writing it down. Remind me of the prizes. My sister, Bonnie, I can see you. You're not writing. Wow. My sister is. Danny is. I can see her writing too. So just remind me because I'll forget and I'm not writing it down. It actually hurts to write too. Okay. So workout of the day, 30-day challenge. I am doing my podcast. How many years have I been talking about my podcast? 4, 5. Yeah. 3, at least 4. Yes. Danae, you're right. 4. I realize that my podcasts don't have to be 45 minutes. My podcast could be 12, 15, 18, 20, just giving information on the podcast. So I have another contest. It is naming my podcast. It has to have obviously Coach Shannon in it. I prefer. It's going to be fitness and nutrition, obviously macros focused. And whoever submits the name I use, their next session is free. If you bought 3 sessions, like where I do the buy 2, get 1 half off, once that's over, your next session will be free. Remind me of that so I don't forget that I said that. And I'm working on the podcast now. I was working on it heavily, but I'm just not really feeling it. I just don't feel like myself. So I will get back to it once I feel like myself again. Hopefully soon. I am actually out of town next week. I fly out Tuesday. I fly back Saturday. It's not a vacation. I'm going away for work for Orange Theory. We will still have our meeting on Wednesday night. So I'll be Zooming from the hotel room. You're still going to message me every day. You're still going to ask me for your coaching assistance. We're still the same thing. I'm just doing it from another state. I'll be in Colorado Springs, actually. It's very cold there. So I have no intentions of going anywhere except staying in the resort, which is why I bought my Kindle and why I will be doing the Zoom. Okay. The Monday night workout this coming Monday, depending on how I feel, I might do a body weight. You guys can do it with the dumbbells. I can't lift. I'm not allowed to lift anything over 5 pounds. So we'll see what happens. I might do it with like 2-pound weights, but we're still going to have the workout on Monday because I'm not leaving till Tuesday. The Monday workout will be at 7 p.m. Does that work out better for you? Okay, good. So 7 p.m. Let me put that on my thing. Workout. Okay. Once I don't have this rib thing, we'll go back to our walks, but I really can't even lift my arm to hold my phone to talk to you guys. Okay. So now I want to get 3 volunteers that have been in the Shred Tribe that will give their name, where they live, 1 piece of advice or a tip, or let's say what they've lost so far, 1 piece of advice or a tip. 3 volunteers. So my sister always volunteers for me, so she'll start. Stacy, you may begin.
Hi, I guess I volunteered. I'm Stacy. I live in Webster, New York. It's outside of Rochester. It is freezing cold here right now in the low 50s.
Oh, I don't like that.
I've been in the Shred Tribe for 2 years, just over 2 years, and I lost 80 to 85 pounds, somewhere in there. And I'm going to be in the tribe for life, and just want to tell everybody, make sure you track and plan.
Awesome. Did you hear her say she's my sister? So we've been together for 50 plus years. I could say that now because I just turned 50. And she'd only been in the Shred Tribe for 2 years. You guys all heard that, right? But she's made up for lost time. She's lost over 80, 85 pounds. She looks freaking amazing. You'll see all her before and after pictures. They're in like every group. They're in my advertisements. They're everywhere. I'm very proud of her. Thank you so much, Stacey, for speaking. And say your advice one more time.
I would definitely say to prepare and to track. When I say prepare, I don't cook my food. It's just I get it ready for the workday the night before, and I plan my week ahead of time. So on Sundays, I plan Monday through Thursday. I like to leave Friday open. So I just plan for it. But it's not like any major planning. It's just knowing what I'm going to eat for the week and give myself variety.
And it's worked perfectly for you. So that's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Who would like to go next? You guys don't want me to Shannon tier you, do you? That's like volunteer, but Shannon does it. All right. Let's go with Mary. I know you're on here. I could see your name. You don't have to go on video. You could just unmute yourself. She's probably not even on here. Wait. That's okay. You can log in anytime.
No, I'm on. Hello.
I always wonder
I'm
if, like,
not
people
showing.
just put their Zoom on and then go do other stuff just so they make me feel better that you all are on. But I'm glad you're on.
I know. I came home from work and got rained on, so my hair is like really crazy right at the moment. So I am not showing myself.
I'm sure you
I've
look
been, I don't know how long I've been in the tribe. I guess a year, well over a year. I've lost like 65 pounds, and I live here in Wellington, in Florida. And I would say my biggest piece of advice is just be consistent and just don't rush it. I mean, it's not going to come off overnight and go on overnight. So it's not going to come off overnight, but you just have to be consistent and be patient. And just like Stacy said, track your food, prepare. That's a big one.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Love that. And Mary has definitely been consistent, and she's in the before and after pictures as well. You'll see her in, I think, the badass group or the transformation group. And you'll see their names where I congratulate them. Sorry. I try not to cough because it hurts so bad, but I have to. Does anyone else want to volunteer before I volunteer you? Do you guys feel like the heat on you for those that have been in the Shred Tribe? Danny, you're smiling, so you can go. Do you know how to unmute yourself?
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. So Danielle, I live in Jensen Beach, Florida. I've been in Shred Tribe since the beginning of June. So what, 4 months now? Going on 4 months. I've lost 22 pounds, and yep, super excited. And I would say advice, just, make sure that you track your food definitely before you eat it. Be patient, because you're going to have those days where either you're not going to make it or maybe you're going to go over, and it's okay if that happens. Just don't give up, or just start over again the next day and just keep going.
Exactly. I love that advice. You don't mess up with macros. Right? You just get right back and start tracking your macros again. Or if you didn't hit it, you just, okay, well, I didn't hit it today. I'll hit it tomorrow. It all will fall into line, I promise you. But don't give up because you messed up or didn't hit a number or something one day. You just want to pick right back up where you are, where you ended, right? Great job. Thank you so much. Congratulations on the contest and on losing the weight. Yay. All right. Thank you guys for sort of volunteering. Also, I want to touch on something on MyFitnessPal because I just thought of this. My app does not sync to MyFitnessPal. MyFitnessPal syncs to my app, just so you guys know. It doesn't go both ways. So your numbers, you're only looking on my app. I literally just had somebody message me that's been the Shred Tribe for 3 years that said her numbers don't look the same on MyFitnessPal, which made me think about this. They don't match. They never will unless you have premium, and you don't need premium to be in the program. So your numbers don't look the same on MyFitnessPal as they do in my app, but they should be in my app from MyFitnessPal. So I have given you your macros in my app. Your food comes over from MyFitnessPal, but you're looking at everything in my app, not the numbers in MyFitnessPal. I just want to clarify that. Okay, and then I will message this person back afterwards. All right, so our meeting next week is going to be about vision boards. Don't bring a vision board because we're going to talk about them next week, unless you have a vision board and you've done my Shred Tribe sessions prior. Please bring your vision board. This session, a vision board will be required, and that's why we're doing it the second week of the Shred Tribe, because everybody's going to create a vision board. You don't have to share it, but you have to create one, and we're going to talk about that on next Wednesday at our meeting. Okay, so now I just want to talk about macros for the next, I don't even know how much time I have left, but for the next 10 minutes or so. So why do we track macros? And I feel like we lose sight of that. Even if you've been in the Shred Tribe a long time, you're like, why am I doing this? I know exactly what I should be eating now. Why am I tracking? I love how Bonnie just smiled when I said that. Were you listening to me when I said that? Or were you looking at something else? You were listening, yeah, exactly. So counting macros not only is for weight loss or to hit your weight loss goals, it's to help your health. It is to help your mental health because it takes away a lot of stress about eating. It is to help your, not just weight, but your heart disease, diabetes, your cholesterol, because you're so much more aware of what you are putting in your mouth and how much of what you are eating you are putting in your mouth. I just want to use chicken as an example, and I'm not picking on anybody, but when you eat chicken, and I tell you guys to eat 6 to 8 ounces of chicken, I usually mean chicken breast. I don't normally mean a leg or a thigh, because those are very fatty pieces of protein. And normally, if you're going to eat 6 to 8 ounces of the dark meat, you're going to get a lot of fat with it. And then that's going to mess up your macros, and you're going to have a hard time playing macros Tetris. So if you love dark meat, which I love dark meat, I love the leg, but I will take a leg and have a breast and then mix it together so it gets a little bit more moist. So I want you guys to start thinking about the things that you are eating. Even if you've been in the Shred Tribe a while and now it's harder to drop the pounds, you got to dial it in. You got to eat cleaner. And I can help you do that. What are the benefits of counting macros? You gain a better understanding of what you're eating. Tracking your macros over weeks can give you an eye-opening picture of your food intake. With this information, you can catch any unwanted changes in your weight. That is one of the best things about tracking macros. The minute you start to see your body changing the opposite direction, you got to dial it in. I am the biggest, advocate's not the word, but I'm the biggest, I do this. You know, I'll wait 3 to 4 days, I won't track, and I'm like, oh my God, I can feel my body changing. Let me dial it back in and start tracking again. I've been tracking for 15 years. I pretty much track every single day. Every single thing I put in my mouth. I track my gum. I track everything. I had a Dum Dum lollipop the other day. We went to the station house in Lantana, and they have Dum Dum Pops lollipops when you leave, kind of like when you go to the bank. And I took one and I ate it. And Mike's like, you're eating that? I'm like, I'm going to track it. I can have it. And it was fine. It was a lollipop. When you are tracking macros or counting macros, I set you guys up for fat loss, right? But if you're lifting, which you all should be strength training, which we're going to be talking about as well eventually, your fat loss will go down. And what happens is you're going to feel fuller and you're going to be like, I cannot eat all this food, but you will. You will retain more muscle because you're eating for your goals. When we eat 1,200 calories a day, we tend to lose muscle and fat. Your body just doesn't know what to do. So you lose muscle tone, you lose everything. But when you eat for your goals, and I say you need to eat this amount of proteins, that's to make sure that we are safely securing our muscle, that we are protecting our muscle from breaking down. That protein is repairing and recovering any kind of muscle you have, and it's helping your muscle growth. The more lean muscle your body has, the more fat your body will burn. Technically, you don't even have to do anything because you're revving up your metabolism and your thermogenesis effect is going to take effect and you're going to start burning more fats. It's amazing, which is why I tell everybody they should be lifting weights. Which is why this week I dropped all my macros because I can't lift. And you guys, anytime you need to do anything with like that, I can change your macros. Normally I eat 2,200 calories a day, 257 grams of protein a day, and I'm under 180, which is so weird. I'm going to be starving because I'm so used to eating so much. Okay. How precise do you need to be with tracking your macros? So I want you guys to think about what journey you are on. If your journey is to lose a specific amount of weight or to get in a certain clothing size, or you have an event that you want to get into or go to, a wedding, a birthday, any kind of milestone, anything with an end date. If you've been tracking for a while, you're already relatively lean, but you have goals of getting leaner. These are all things I'm saying, think about if these are you. And you want to see the fastest possible progress. Any of those things, you have to hit your macros 90 to 100% of the time. It's a non-negotiable. 10 over under proteins and carbs, 4 to 6, maybe 8 fats. Not 36. If I see 36 proteins left in your day, I'm going to tell you to eat. It's the 10-10-8 or 10-10-6 or 10-10-4, however you want to dial it in, is pretty much a non-negotiable if you fall into any of those things that I just talked about. It's consistently tracking 7 days a week and hitting your numbers. Like I said, I don't expect you guys all to do it today or tomorrow or the next day, maybe in 2 to 3 weeks. It takes time. You heard the girls speaking, the ladies speaking prior. It takes time. Be patient. When you could have a little bit more flexibility, so you don't have to actually hit them. Maybe you want to hit them, let's say 80 to 90% of the time is if you're on vacation. And that's where I can bump up your macros to be your maintenance numbers. This is super new to you and you're used to not eating at all. You got to slowly make the changes. I keep telling you guys, baby steps, baby steps. I don't give you guys this, but normally if you have a larger deficit, you have a little bit more wiggle room. But I've learned over the years of coaching that I need to keep that a little bit tighter because you guys like to see results. And when you see results, it helps you stay focused and committed, right? That's how we all are, seeing those results. So if you're okay with slower progress, you still want to track 7 days a week, but maybe 80 to 90% hitting your numbers. Raise your hand if anybody falls into that second category. I didn't think so. Okay. Sorry. All right. Things I want you guys to remember when you are when you are tracking. Sorry, guys. You have to track your alcohol correctly. You guys are all in the alcohol group. Alcohol does not have protein. It is either carbs or fats or both. And if you don't know how to track it, message me and I will teach you how to track your alcohol. Please do not scan alcohol. The barcode, the SKU is not going to be correct. FDA does not have any control over alcohol, and alcohol companies can lie. If you're only committing Monday through Friday and not Saturday or Sunday, you're going to end up taking 4 steps forward and 2 steps back every week. If you're only tracking a couple of days or a couple of weeks out of the month instead of months, you're not going to see progress. If you're eyeballing food versus using a scale, you're not going to see the progress the way you want to see it. I posted in the Amazing Food Finds group, or maybe in my Shred Tribe Amazon group, the scale that's on Lightning for Prime Day. It's like $7. You can have it tomorrow, I'm sure. But eventually you might not use the scale, but in the beginning, everybody should be using the scale. I'll pull out the scale every once in a while if I'm not really sure, especially like edamame and things that have different sizes in one serving, like everything's different sizes. I will do that. For nuts, I actually count out my almonds. 28 almonds go in a baggie, or 12 almonds go in a baggie. I count out my Cheerios in a baggie, depending on how many I can have. It could be 24, 48, or 60. I actually count them. I don't weigh them. If you eat away from home a lot, you have to be mindful of what you're eating and where you're eating. So if you're somebody that's always on the road, it's okay, but you got to think about what you're eating. You got to ask for stuff the way you want it cooked. A lot of places we go to, they use a ton of oils and sugars and syrups, and all you got to do is say you have you're diabetic or whatever it is. I always say I'm gluten free or something. I'm not, but they always let you change your foods. So I always tell them, instead of saying, I'm on a weight, changing my weight program or whatever, I don't say that. So eating away from home, you have to be mindful of what you're eating. Ordering out, you have to be mindful of what you're eating. If you order chicken from a Chinese food restaurant, you're getting dark meat. Freak them out and tell them you want white meat and see what they say. You'll stump them. Not preparing your own food. So I don't prepare my own food, and I brought something for you guys to see. So, everybody's always like, I don't cook. I don't do this. I don't do that. I don't either. I use delivery services like meal prep services. I use Ideal Nutrition. I don't get a cut. I'm just letting you guys know. They're all over Florida, but they also deliver all over the USA. So this, I have to see if I have my glasses up here. Hold on one second. Because I can't see. Okay. All right, so this, and it still has a sticker on it. So this is pulled chicken. It's only chicken and onions. That's it. That's the only thing that's in this container. This container was $7. And it has 3 grams of fat, no carbs, and 64 grams of protein. I've been buying this for 5 years. It looks like this. Smells so good. That's chicken with a little bit of onions. If you don't eat onions, you can pull them out. They're super big. But so this was $7. It's pure protein. Like, you're getting fats because of the onions. And it's, I'm looking to see if there's ounces on here. 10 ounces. Okay. I'll eat, this is my dinner tonight. I'm going to eat this the whole entire container with broccoli and sweet potato fries. They also have meals that are not just like separate proteins, and this meal is a paleo grilled chicken with sweet potato mash. So it's the piece of chicken, the broccoli, the sweet potatoes. I don't eat the sauces that come with it. So when I log it, I'll scan it, but know that I didn't get all the fats because I don't eat the sauces. But this one is 8.95 grams of fat, 34 carbs, and 30 proteins. That's the perfect meal ratio. Think about that, what you're knocking out. And it's one meal. This is a lunch for me. This is not dinner. Right? So far I have 64 and 30, 2 meals over 90 grams of protein. For those that are having issues with protein. And then they have protein muffins. One protein muffin is 12 grams of protein. So now I'm over 105 grams of protein. Plus I have a protein shake with 2 scoops of protein powder. That's 60 grams of protein. Plus I put my collagen, which is another 12 to 24. And I'll have a protein bar. I just nailed my protein and I didn't even have to cook. Right? Some days I won't eat, I'll cut the container in half of the chicken because I want to have my yogurt, I want to have my mush, depending on how my carbs look, I can add in little things. But you don't have to use Ideal Nutrition. There's so many meal plans out there. Factor, I don't know, they're all over. Icon, Flex Pro, and they all do the same thing. The reason why I like Ideal is because it's not frozen. I walk in, I buy it. You can go in there and buy it at the place, and you can see all the different things they have. But they do deliver, and all these places deliver. So for those that don't cook, there's always that option. I know there's someone in our group that she doesn't order from here, but she has somebody that cooks for her. And it's around, I think, the same price. And she literally went to her and said, these are my macros. And the person said, okay, I can cook for you like that. Now that person got sick. So she's like, I don't know what to do. And I said, do you live near Ideal Nutrition? Pop in. Look at all the different meals. It's so easy. It's already on there. And the best part is, if you're using in-app, Fitbit, or MyFitnessPal, you can scan the barcode and it pulls it right up. You don't even have to track it any other way. Same thing with all the other meals. I've had Factors delivered and Deliver Lean, I think it is. And I've scanned them. Super simple, right? Okay, let me make sure I didn't miss anything on my list. I think I got everything. Let me just pull up my other notes. Okay, I think I got everything. So I am going to end because I'm going to get cut off because you guys know I always get cut off. So I have a minute and 30 seconds. So thank you guys so much for coming on. I will see you on Monday for maybe a body weight dumbbell workout. You guys can use your dumbbells. We will have our meeting next Wednesday, even though I will be in Colorado. Please message me if you have any questions. I might do a Q&A on Saturday if I get enough questions. And then you guys are more than welcome to join in on the Q&A. I'll let you know what time it will be, but it will be on Saturday. I think that's it. Keep tracking, keep doing what you're doing, stay consistent. This meeting every Wednesday, it's what's going to keep you consistently dropping body fat. Raise your hand if you agree with me. Being on this meeting. Yep, exactly. So it's just like being in Alcoholics Anonymous. If you attend the meetings, you stay focused. Same thing. I'm not in Alcoholics Anonymous. I'm just using it as an example. All right, so I'm going to let you guys go. Remember, always be badass. Thank you guys so much for coming on tonight. Have an amazing night. This is recorded and I will post it. Bye, everyone.